In the early 80s, there was a major change in curriculum, and that was the move towards standards-based curriculum. And that was taking place around the world. That change in curriculum meant we need to change our assessment practices. And that's why we actually, Kath and I worked on the whole idea of how can we get to a standards-based assessment practice. And it's a major change that we're looking at in education, because in the 21st century, we're asking our students to know and be able to do very different things than what we were asking them to do in the previous century. And when we ask them to do different kinds of learning, we need to look at different ways to collect evidence on that learning. And one of the things that was really important to me was reading the research by Lincoln and Guba, because what they presented was to have an accurate grade, to be accurate in your information collection. You needed not only to be able to look at products, for example, like to look at a test or a science lab or something like that, but we also needed to be able to observe our students. And many of the outcomes that we're asking our learners to do right now, many of the standards really rely on observation. So we've got the product, we've got the observation of the student, and the third part of the triangle was to actually talk to the learner about what they were able to do. I have known students who could not put their information down on a piece of paper, but when I actually asked them to explain it to me, they nailed it. So to be able to give a really accurate letter grade, we're looking at, in relation to standards, that triangulation. These are big changes, but absolutely essential for 21st century education.